Good morning, class. This is Mrs. Cristina Monegro. Today, I'm recording this video for the final test, which I'm going to be explaining today. I hope everybody can see the slide. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, here we go. During the final test, I'm going to be collecting the grades. They're amazing. If you need to do a test because you were absent, this is the week that you have to do it. So I have the topic. Let me see. We are going to have a bonus point, and the bonus point is going to be the prayer to God. It's not going to be all of this. It's going to be just one part. I'm going to make the dictation until says feel so safe, which is here. But in the video, I'm going to read all of them so you have the outline. During the final test, you need to avoid to use liquid paper. And I make some illustration about Snoopy, that character. But in the test, they may use different names that I chose to during this practice because I cannot give you exactly how it is. So I changed the names in some of the sentences, and I actually use the one from this character, which is nice. So basically, the topic of this is the future tense, which is will and going to. When to use will and when to use going to. All of the tests, I'm going to evaluate capitalization and punctuation. You need to make sure you use your capital letter at the beginning of these sentences and the period at the end. If you have one of those mistakes, I'm going to subtract a half point in each one. So for example, if you need to write a sentence that says use a blue pen and cursive letters and you don't use capital letter, that's a half point, and you do not put the period at the end of the sentences, that's another half points. Also in the dictation, there are some sentences that is part of the test and is going to be evaluated, okay? And also the present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is the list of the verb that you receive, the base form, the past, and the perfect tense. And I provide the verbs that you should master for that final test because my view is that you do good in this test. We are almost done this year, basically. So the first part of the test, the topic is the present perfect tense. What you need to remember is that you need to use have and has. Okay? So there is an auxiliary. It is have and has. And the verb, which is the participle. Okay? So for example, I can say, I have lived. Or he has eaten. Remember, has is for she, he, she, or it, and have is for I, you, we, they. Negative statement, you can use haven't or have not or hasn't or has not. You have the subject, you have the auxiliary in negative, and the verb in the past participle. Remember, we have some verbs that are regular and others that are irregular. The irregular ones, you just need to put ed, and the regular ones, you just need to put ed, and the irregular ones, the verb change. When you're going to have a questions, you need to put have or has at the beginning. Depends of the subject. So if your subject is I, you need to use have. Or you need to use have. For example, have you studied for this test? That will be an example. Or has she eaten sushi? So this is some of this example, and this is just a rule. Very simple. This is what you need to master. Now, this is the list of the verb that we need to master. I'm going to read those verbs for you. Also, I create some sentences with each of them so you can have an example. So the first line, we have the base form. Then we have the past, and we have the past participle. Okay, so we have bring, brought, brought. Forget, forgot, forgotten. Sell, sold, sold. Do, did, done. lost, lost, lost. Think, thought, thought. Eat, ate, eaten. See, saw, seen. Tell, told, told. Finish, finish, finish. Now this one is regular. This, you just need to add ed. We have seen, sang, sung. This one is irregular. Remember, this is the base form and this is the past participle. The topic of the test is past participle. Is this line. This is the one we need to focus on, okay? I put the past tense because usually we have the base form, the past, and the past participle. But the topic of the test is past participle. So you need to master this one. So we have break, broke, broken, broken. Learn, learn, learn. This is regular. Write, wrote, written. This is irregular. We have read, we have read, so the pronunciation change, read. We have play, played, played. This one is regular. Go, went, gone. When you're going to make the sentences, you need to use this side, the past participle. Sleep, slept, slept. That's irregular. Watch, watch, watch. This one is regular. Be, was, were, been. So once again, we have the base form, we have the past participle. We have the base form, we have the past participle. I advise you that you write them down, or best, you write the sentences, the example of the sentences that I am going to provide you. So this is some of the example that you need to master. Affirmative, negative, and questions. So if my verb is brought, bring, brought, So Linus, this is the name of this character. Linus has brought his blanket to the class. Linus is the subject, has is the auxiliary, brought is the verb in the past participle, and this is the complement, his blanket to the class. How can I do that in negative? Linus has not brought his teddy bear to the class. Question. Has Linus brought his blanket to the class? Yes, she has. That will be the answer. Now, we have Eudora. That's the name. Okay, so Eudora has forgotten her backpack at home. Eudora has not forgotten her blue hat. No, because she has it. So, has Eudora forgotten her backpack? Yes, she has. So now we have subject, auxiliary, the verb, and the past participle, and the complement. Here's some other example because the other has, the auxiliary has. So this time we are going to use the auxiliary have. So they have read the new story for reading class. They have not read the new lesson for science. Have they read the new lessons for science? No, they haven't. That will be the short answer. Snoopy has written a beautiful story about Christmas. Snoopy has not written a story about Mother's Day. That will be the negative. Has Snoopy written a story about Christmas? Yes, he has. Now, we have some questions here. Those are personal questions. I don't know if you have been playing those sports, but if I ask you, have you ever played hockey? Have you ever played hockey? This is a question which it is past participle. The verb is this is a regular verb. And if the answer is yes, you need to say yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Another question. Have you ever seen a rainbow? This is a rainbow. So those that doesn't know a rainbow is. So have you ever seen a rainbow? I think when we went to the camping, I remember we saw a rainbow. Well, the students that were with me in a bus, we saw a rainbow. I remember the bus, the one that were around me. So you can say yes, I have, means that I have been seeing. So you can say, yes, I have, or no, I haven't, in case you have not in your life. So The next question, have you ever lost something important? Like for example, you have like a paper or something that is very important and you lost it, you don't know where it is. So if you lost something that is very important in your life, then you can say, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. When the question starts with have, your answer needs to end with have. Yes, I have, no, I haven't. Negative is haven't. Okay? Next, present perfect tense. Let's continue with some example. This is Patty. It says, Patty has talked with her grandmother. Negative, Patty has not danced with her brother. Well, the negative need to be different, please. Question, has Patty talked to her grandmother? Yes, she has. All of this will be present perfect tense. We have an auxiliary and we have the verb in the past participle. Here's some example. Sally Brown has already finished her homework. This is Sally Brown. Sally Brown has not finished to cook. Has Sally Brown finished her homework? Yes, she has. Another example. We have gone to the park. We have not gone to the beach. Have we gone to the beach? No, we haven't. Now let's look these sentences. These sentences has an subject, which is we. Have is the auxiliary, and gone is the verb in past participle. Okay? Remember, the verb will be go, went, gone. Gone is the past participle. Here's another example. The cat has slept on the couch all day, says the cat. The cat has not slept on the floor. Not on the floor, because who is on the floor? Has the cat slept on the floor? No, comma, he hasn't. That will be the answer. They have watched the movie before. They have not watched the cartoon before. Have they watched the cartoon before? No, they haven't. Let's continue. Now, those that I read was some example of past participle. Past participle, you need the subject, you need auxiliary, and you need the verb. The verb in the past participle, remember, you need to master them. I gave you a chart, which is this one. Those are the ones that you need to master them. Is base form, and this is the past participle. And the sentences that I wrote are based on those. Now, if we continue the next topic will be will versus going to. So basically, when you are talking in the future, you are going to use will and you're going to use going to. What is the difference? Well, the difference is that will is something that you, when you're talking right away, you make the decision at the moment. You make the decision at the moment. For example, this sentence says, I'll have salad now. Maybe the person is in a restaurant and they are eating, they are looking at the menu. And at the moment they're looking at the menu, they make the decision. So you can have the option of salad or you can have the option of pasta. And at the moment you make the decision. So you need to use will because you are making the decision at that moment. So this is one way to use will. Here says, will is used to indicate a prediction. Also is used when you predict something. For example, you can do the test and you can say, oh, I'm going to do very well in this test. So you don't use I'm going, you need to use I will, because that is a prediction. You are not sure, you're not 100% sure, but you think that you are going to do well. So I will be doing very well in this test. That will be the sentences. Now, going to is something that is planned. It says to describe future plans decided before the moment of speaking. So prior plans. I am going to visit my aunt next Friday. So maybe you make a decision, you talk to your mother, say, when I finish the class, I'm not going to go home. I'm going to go to my aunt's house to visit her. You are making that plan, or you are making the decision that the family is going to get together for Christmas. and they are going to be in the grandma house. That's another example. There is a decision already made. I have some students that are going to United States in the van. They are already made the decision. They have the airplane ticket, they have the money, they have the bags, they have the uniform, everything. So that is something that you need to use going to, because it describes a future plans that is already decided. You already make the decision. Also, it says going to is used to express a prediction based on present evidence. For example, if you listen to the news and the news is telling you something that it's a fact, it's going to happen, like the forecast, the people that telling you what is going to happen when is if it is going to rain. So look at those black clouds, it's going to rain. It's evidence. There is evidence that it's going to rain. Going to is used to describe something that is about to happen. Get back, the bomb is going to explode. This is just another example. So here's some example. Okay, so let's continue with this. I have here a sentence that says, look at the dark cloud. It's going to rain. Let's see, here says, I'm going to visit my aunt. Look at those black clouds. It is going to rain. Going to. Why? Because there is evidence. There is evidence. Here says, look at the dark cloud. It is going to rain. There is evidence. I can see the cloud. So I can say, is going to rain. Then I have another sentences here that says, I think she will be a great teacher someday. Now, these sentences remind me to the girl that was taking classes. I just don't remember her name right now, but she was with us taking like an exam, like she wants to be a teacher, and she was with me for 1 week. So I can say, I think she will be a great teacher someday. So when she graduated, because she was, she always was there, and I believe she did very good when she was with us, and she was learning and she was practicing. So my opinion is, I think she will be a great teacher someday. It will be will. She will. Why? Because it's my opinion. It's not a fact. It's just my opinion. You use will when you make the decision at the moment, and also when it's your opinion. It's not something that 100% sure. Also, I have another sentences here. It says, look at this picture, and it says, we are going to visit grandma this weekend. That's planned. You say, I make a decision. I talk to my mom. I'm saying, this weekend we are going to visit grandma. So are going to visit, because it's already planned. We are going to, we talk to her, we say, okay, we're going there, we're going to visit. So it needs to be going to. I will go to bed early tonight. You see, she's tired. Usually she doesn't go to bed early, but she say now, I will go to bed early tonight. She just make the decision. So it will be will. Now, look at this picture. It says, you will pass the exam. You will pass. This is, I think you will pass the exam. There is not 100%. We need to wait for the grade, but I think you will pass the exam. It's an opinion. So I also have other sentences to explain. Some questions. You have to answer those questions. I made my own answers, but you can, make your own as long as it is correct. I also put some illustration for the answer. So the question will be, what are your plans for the weekend? So planned. So it's something that is planned already. So I can say, I am going to play with my friends at the park. It's already planned. It's telling you in the question, what are your plans for the weekend? You cannot say will. You need to say, I am going. I am going to play. I am going to the cinema. I am going to watch TV. I am going to visit my grandmother. I am going to practice soccer. Because there is a plan. That's already planned. Number 2, the phone is ringing. What will you do? Well, I will answer the phone. But it's not planned. I mean, it's just happening right now. So I make the decision at the moment that I will answer the phone. I didn't know it's going to ring, so that's why it's will. Another question is, do you think your favorite team will win the championship? Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Because if I believe in my team, I believe that they will win. So yes, they will. Now, why is they? Because it's a team, it's a group of people. So it has to be they. Yes, they will. Why is will? Because the sentence says will here. It's not going to. The sentences is not telling you going to. The sentences is telling you will. And here is some illustration about soccer game. Many people like that. What do you think is going to happen? If the question is going to happen, the answer needs to be is going. So I think it's going to be a sunny day. You see, there is evidence. He's looking at the sky, and he's looking at the sky. There is no cloud. So look at the sky. What do you think is going to happen? I think it's going to be a sunny day. Or I think it's going to rain. It depends. Your friend is sick. What will you do to help? I will give them space. Means I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to play with them because they are sick. He is sick. He doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to play soccer because he is sick. So I will give them space. I will give them space. Now, write 3 sentences using will. Let's look. This is my example. You can do whatever you want. This is my example. This is just something to guide you. This is something to help you. This is just my example. You can write your own sentences. You just need to focus on the structure. Write 3 sentences using will. Affirmative. I will take my umbrella because look like it will rain. Now, why am I using will? Because I'm taking the decision right now. I didn't know that I need to take my umbrella. It's not planned. I make the decision at the moment. I will take my umbrella because look like it will rain. Okay? This is an umbrella. I put a lot of umbrellas so you know what it is. Negative. I will not take my dog with me because it's raining. I think it's going to rain. It will rain. It's my opinion. I believe it's going to rain. So, affirmative. I will take my umbrella because look like it will rain. Negative. I will not take my dog with me. Question. Will you take your umbrella? Yes, I will. Just make the decision that I will take my umbrella. Here's 3 sentences using going to. Remember, being going to is something that is planned. It's something that is already planned. You already make a plan about it. I'm going to the beach on vacation. You make a decision. It's already planned. We're going to a hotel, and I already have the money, and the whole family is going there. Negative. I am not going to the school on vacation. No, I'm not going to. I know that I'm not going to the school on vacation. Question. Are you going to the school on vacation? No, I am not going to the school on vacation. This is already planned. On vacation, my plans. Now, negative. Let's look some example for negative. This is a picture. This is just an illustration. I will not buy pizza after school. Negative. I am not going to the bar after school. Negative. She will not send the students to recess. There are 3 sentences and all of them are in negative. When you use will, you need to use will and then not. I will not buy pizza after school. I will not play soccer after school. I will not call my best friend at night. Negative. I am not going to the bar after school. I am not going to play video game after school. I am not going to write a poem during the vacation. Negative. She will not send the students to recess. She will not go to the party this weekend. those are negative. You need to use not when you write negative sentences. Here are some questions. Question is in short answer. We need to analyze how do you make the question in short. I really like this picture. Some students are jumping rope there. Questions and short answers. Is Lucy going to sing the song? If the question starts with is, which is the verb be, is Lucy going to sing the song? This is Lucy. Yes, she is. Now, Lucy is the name of a girl. You cannot say he. You need to say yes, because it's a girl. Look at the picture. He has a dress. It's a girl. So the verb be is at the beginning of the question. You need to use the same verb be. Question. Are you going to the park? No, I am not. This is the verb be, and this is the verb be. They start with the verb be. Question. Will Sally help me to clean? If the question is with will, the answer needs to be with will. Yes, she will. Or no, she will not. Are you planning to paint the house? Are you is the verb be. Verb be. Are you? No, I am not. I am not is the verb be. So when you are going to answer question, you need to make sure if the question is with the verb be, the answer needs to be with the verb be. If the question is with will, the answer needs to be with will. Okay, this is dictation. I'm going to read the sentences 2 times. Make sure you have capital letter and period at the end. We are going to have dinner in a fancy restaurant. We are going to have dinner in a fancy restaurant. We are going to have dinner at 6 o'clock. We are going to have dinner at 6 o'clock. I will promise my mom I will behave. I will promise my mom I will behave. I am going to buy a bag for Mother's Day. I am going to buy a bag for Mother's Day. I will write a beautiful poem for her. I will write a beautiful poem for her. Okay, so also we have a bonus point, which is going to be the prayers to God. Okay, so I'm going to read the prayers to God for you so you have it. I put some illustration, and the prayers to God is going to be up to here. You see? So I'm going to read for you. Prayer to God. Today, dear God, I want to say how thankful I am in every way. You make me special, smart, and strong with family and friends. Thank you for my teachers. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my family and for a blessed day. Thank you for my food. Thank you for my clothes. Thank you for my home where I feel so safe. Okay? So it's going to be up to there. I'm going to read again, okay? So this is some illustration about strong, about wise, about stay healthy, smart. Thank you for my teacher. Thank you for my friends. So let's read again. Today, dear God, I want to say how thankful I am in every way. You made me special, smart, and strong with family and friends. Thank you for my teachers. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my family and for a blessed day. Thank you for my food. Thank you for my clothes. Thank you for my home where I feel so safe. Well, I hope this video helped you. There is some sentences there to master. Please review them. If you need to see the video many times, if you have any question, you can ask me during the class. See you on Monday. Goodbye.